you for joining me for another episode of Queenie Unfiltered, where you are sure to be read for filth. However, I promise you will come out clean and pristine. We keep it real, we are honest with ourselves, and most importantly, we practice being beautifully balanced inside and out. Tonight, I have two very special guests who agreed to speak on their experiences as a bull and a cuckold. For those unfamiliar, a cuckold is a man who willingly encourages his partner to sleep with other people because it brings him pleasure. Now, it's important to note that there are two types of cucks. There's an alpha cuck that has total control over who his partner sleeps with, and there's the masochistic cuck who enjoys being humiliated, degraded, and other demeaning activities. Tonight, we'll be speaking with the latter. But before we get into any of that, I have something that I would like to address. Obviously, I am wearing a bonnet in protest. Recently, Black women have come under fire on social media for presenting ourselves to the public in hair bonnets. Let me go on the record saying that I advocate for and show up for all Black women to present themselves however the fuck they please. Whether you take the time to prep and prime yourselves to be runway ready, or whether you just barely found the time to throw on disheveled jammies before you have to run out the door to save the world, as we all tend to do, being everything for everyone all the time is exhausting. Black women, we owe it to no one to be presentable, beautified, put together, and least of all respectable or palatable to the white gaze. Black women literally save the world on a daily basis, and we deserve to be comfortable. To the countless Black women who took it upon themselves to photograph other Black women, put it on the internet, even go as far as to make private groups shaming the Black women who don't give a fuck about your pick-a-misha ass opinions on our headwear. Shame on you. To Monique and the other politricking ass aunties who came of age before internet infamy and going viral was a thing, who fought tooth and nail for their own right to exist as the bold, free-spirited, loud, and dare I say, ghetto fabulous, not in the least fucking bit respectable by the same whitewashed ass standards they are now trying to hold younger Black women to. Shame on you. It's perfectly fine to state that something isn't your preference without berating someone else in the process. It's not tough love, it's bitterness. Because Black women dare to exist in a space without limitations, self-imposed or otherwise, after you've had to be broken down and built up into a fabrication of what everyone around you thinks respectability looks like, when in all actuality, it's never been about what the fuck we have on, but rather who we are and the influence we have. Now, I won't continue to address the foolishness because it's honestly upsetting to my spirit, but I will end with this. Stop policing Black women, Black bodies, and Black expression, because now you in my business. Don't do that. So, without further ado, I would like to go ahead and introduce our guests. We have Mr. Ryan and Mr. Austin on the line, okay? Ryan is a bull, and Austin alternates between being a bull and a cuck. Now, Ryan, I'm going to start with you first. Can you break down to me what is a bull?
Well, I'll see if I can do that. I'm actually a part-time. I'm actually a part-timer when it comes to it. I've been in the lifestyle probably 5 years now altogether. The ethically non-monogamous lifestyle.
We talk about lifestyle. We're talking about
ethically
lifestyle of kink, right?
Exactly, ethically non-monogamous kink lifestyle. I've been into it for roughly 5 years now, so I'm still exploring, or as they say, evolving. I do occasionally do bull activities, so I'll go to, I have a friend who'll call me up when he has partners, and he says, hey, a lady friend, she'd like to try a male, female, male, or a threesome or something. So he'll call me up, and I'll say, okay, well, what's her name? What does she like to drink? What is she into? In terms
so
of
you be courting bitches. You be whining and dying. You be bringing alcohol and shit.
I mean, yeah, I've always, I enjoy hosting, but I've never been a fan of those guys who show up to these things empty-handed. They don't have no drink. They ain't got no condoms. They don't have nothing. They show up with ashy ass
he
crack.
come with his own condoms too. They ain't let me know when you in New Orleans.
You know, yeah, I'll let y'all know for real. But yeah, I'm into setting the mood and the vibe. I really enjoy that. I think that's a part of the whole night. I think it adds. I just feel like it adds quality to the overall night. You flirt, you entertain the mind, you entertain the spirit, you laugh, and then you entertain the body.
Okay. All right. And Austin, you there?
Yes, I am.
Okay, and you are
I'm
Campbell. Okay,
yes.
so let's talk about your experience as a cook. I think that it's more common than what people like to let on. I think that more men are into it than what they would like to let on. But I think it's not widely talked about publicly as a kink.
Yeah.
So could you tell me like your role as a cook? How did you find out you were a cook, or like your first experience?
My first experience started with my current partner. It started off pretty much just being long distance, and she would like tell me about the people that she would sleep with, male or female, and so I would take a good interest in what her escapades were. That's pretty much what really like led me to this. I think it's very exciting, and it's fun to see what she wants to do with her body and her autonomy. I think that's really where I get the joy out of it.
Okay, to the male feminist. I love it. I love my little whole heart is just fluttering. Oh my god. All right. So
Can I ask Austin a question?
Yes.
Please.
Austin, have you ever experienced jealousy, either in the beginning, or at some point in the past, or currently? Have you ever experienced it at all?
I have experienced a little bit of jealousy, but I think it's kind of healthy because it's like
Yes,
at the end of the day, it's my partner's body, and so I'm like, okay, have fun.
that's right. And how do you manage it?
Mostly just like talking about like her experience. Like we'll see like what was fun, what wasn't, what was like highlights, what was things you might want to try with me, stuff like that.
hmm Yeah, no, I totally feel you. I remember the first time I did a couple swap with a casual partner. I was going down on her, and then the next guy started playing with her breast. I felt jealousy shoot through my body. I mean, hard. But you know what? I got up, I hit the blunt, and I thought to myself, Ryan, what are we here for? And then it was all good. No one knew. It was just me. It was all internal, and that was it. No one knew, And then I just had to manage it that way. And also, it's like, along the lines of what you were saying, Austin. It's like, your partner. You should be happy for your partner's pleasure, and there are other people who can give your partner some things that you may not be able to, and vice versa. And we should be okay with that. And there's always going to be a little bit of jealousy, but we just have to manage it from time to time and really reframe it and really solidify our relationship with our partners. I think that really helps it.
I would say I've never been in a position where there was like a bull cuck dynamic going on. I have had male, female, male threesomes where I was the center of attention. And I really enjoyed it. And I'm going to tell you why. Because I felt like both men were there to center my pleasure. I think as a Black female that predominantly fucks males most of the time, like 97% of the time. I think that our pleasure and our orgasm can sometimes be like ignored in those very vanilla, very monogamous, very type of situations. I feel like a lot of times, men kind of center themselves when it comes to sexual pleasure. And so part of the reason why I like those male, female, male group sexual activities is because I know that they're here for me and that I'm going to get everything I need. So thank you for recognizing that. You are a vital part to this woman's orgasm.
That's right.
That
That's
you were
right.
there to please, and that
Hmm.
and that no feelings, no feelings, because
It's just,
you getting yours, let her get hers,
it's just a good time,
It
Some of
is
the
a
best
very good time.
experiences, some of the best experiences I've had with some of these things were where the men were incredibly cooperative. It's like, all right, brother, oh, you good? You good to go? All right, no, you good? All right, cool. You
You
putting
want
on? All
something
right,
to
when you
drink?
ready to go, you let me know. All right, cool, and
Right,
I'll tap out.
right.
And like,
Let me go roll the weed while y'all do that. Yeah,
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 it's
yeah.
just been completely cooperative. It's been amazing. Those are
Right.
the most amazing experiences.
So this question is for both of you because for from the outside looking in, for people that are that don't really explore their sexuality, not really open to non-monogamous or non-vanilla sexual practices, they might question your sexuality because you're having group sex in a setting with another man present. How would you respond to that?
Uh, I'll go unless Austin wants to jump in first. Okay.
He thinking about that question. He's like,
I am,
Yeah.
yes.
Well, I mean, it's unfortunate that I feel like we've all been taught that there's one type of relationship dynamic growing up, and that's, monogamy, one man, one woman. When in fact, we're all human beings. We're all on the full spectrum between sexuality, between which genders we like and the type of relationship dynamic we like with them. Um, but I think that's number one. Understanding that there are different relationship dynamics out there is the first step to help normalize it. And yeah, you can be in a room with other guys, and it's completely fine. I mean, there are things I didn't even. I mean, yeah. Oh man. I mean, like I remember the first time I did double vaginal. You know what I mean? And I was like, wow, this feels good. Guess I'm gay now. You know.
I'm sorry.
And
You
but
said
that was
double
my thinking.
vaginal?
That
Like
was my thinking the
two
first
in one?
time. Yes, yes,
Oh, that's
felt great.
new.
But that's what my initial
Oh,
thought was because I was new at it. But you just your mind opens, and it's not a gay thing. Like you guys are pleasing the woman, and you guys are just happen to be there together. It's just a whole other level of intimacy, I think, with everyone. And you really have to be comfortable with yourself to really do it. And
yeah.
guys ask me, how do you do this? How do you do this type of thing? I'm like, listen, you have to be comfortable with not necessarily being the biggest dick in the room, not being the MVP. You have to be comfortable with all these
Yeah.
factors. If you think you're gonna come in and be GI Joe, the man of the hour every time, you're wrong. You're gonna
Right.
have your spirit broken sometimes.
No man did gonna come through swinging and slap your girl
That's right.
with his meat like.
That's right.
I'm stop clowning. Austin. So
For
how would you respond in that situation if someone's like, really questioning your sexuality, questioning, who you are as a man because
for
you
me at
watch
the end of,
your old lady.
for me at the end of the day, uh it's like I now have to be comfortable with who I am and then like share that with who I feel comfortable with at the end of the day. Uh Personally, I feel like there is a lot of enjoyment that I feel from like seeing my girl get fucked by someone else and just like taking that in as like another side of something else. Same way where I enjoy like fucking like other people's partners is, in my opinion, some of the most fun I've had because I get to see just like the broad spectrum of just like human, just everything. It's just beautiful. So really just like normalizing it, I feel like just has to be like through discussion or just like being open to it. Because if you don't come at it openly, then you just won't be able to get anything out of it.
I respect it. I respect it. There's absolutely no judgment here. I think I dated a guy that was a cuck. I didn't realize that he was a cuck. He started like encouraging me to sleep with other men. And then I think one time he asked me to like if he could like eat another guy's cum out of me, and I was like, wait, hold up. First time for everything. Where did this come from? Like he was a little vacuum. He was a little quicker picker upper. But yeah, like I didn't realize it at that time. It was a few years ago. I didn't realize at that time that like that was the dynamic, that that's what he was asking. I wasn't against it. As a Black woman, I've just been conditioned that Black men don't like to share. And I thought like it was a setup, you know, or somehow if they are sharing with you, then they're not respecting you, and you know, things like that. So I didn't really know how to approach it at that time. Now you ask me today, you're gonna get a mouthful. But at that particular moment in time, like I couldn't put a name on it. I couldn't put a title to it. So I think that it's interesting. I think there's a very interesting dynamic. I can't say that I would be for or against it, you know, because I guess it's one of those cross those bridges when we get to it. Like if my partner ever told me, hey, you know, like I want to watch you fuck somebody else, I probably would be down. I ain't gonna lie. I probably would be down like that. But also, I'm an Aries, and shit like that goes to my head, like tremendously. But you know, I really thank you all for your input. I thank you guys for participating. It's been awesome and amazing. Did you have anything that you wanted to leave with me and my viewers?
Oh wow, I wasn't prepared for that question. I mean, I think we pretty much said it all. If I'm going to say anything, it'd be something I said earlier already.
What advice would you give someone that would be interested in joining this lifestyle?
Oh, okay. Well, like I said earlier, you know, I mean, it depends. If you come into it with a partner, then you guys need to have an open and honest dialogue about what your expectations are, what your boundaries are, you know, how far you're willing to go together if you're coming with a partner. If you're by yourself, man, that's, damn, if you're by yourself. And the same thing too, you just got to make sure you're comfortable with not being the biggest dick in the room, not being the MVP of the thing. You have to make sure you're comfortable with these sorts of things. You know, there's no space for ego. There's no room for it.
I have a question. Do you have a partner, Ryan?
Yes, I do. I have several partners.
Oh, yeah. Okay. Well.
Yeah, man. You know,
I'm open to non-monogamy, but I'm not really, though. Like I am, like I'm with the shit, but then I'd be like, no, bitch, you kind of crazy.
Like, but like, no, that's mine.
Like my
you get possessive.
Yeah. So, okay, well, you know, you miss every shot you don't take.
But it's all good though, you know. It's all good though. I'll let you know when I'm in New Orleans.
Yeah, you know, just yeah. Let me know. Yeah. How tall are you? Hold up.
6'5", 270.
What's your sign?
Scorpio.
That's that flued out dick. Okay.
Austin, what's your stats?
Let me stop. Now I'm getting up off of here because my mom will be watching this shit. She probably gonna text me in a few minutes like, you better fuck that. You better.
She gonna pull you
aside. You know, I will.
She be like, let me get his email address.
Austin, do you have any parting words?
Mostly just like have an open mind, be willing to accept like new things and new experiences, because I'm personally like new to like these experiences and I'm really enjoying myself. I also was gonna say my stats. I'm 6'2", 265.
Now y'all haven't seen Austin in real life. I've seen Austin in real life. That's a train I would definitely ride. I haven't, out of respect for his girl, you know. But if she ever slide down with my way, We can run a train on him. So
You can run the train.
he
Get the monthly pass.
puff, puff, puff. Right. Let the homies get some.
So how do you guys find your events that you go to?
I haven't really been to many events. Mostly just like going out to bars and just like watching her flirt with most people, or like being like long distance. Like I've seen like some of the videos that her and her ex are taking. Just like that's been mostly the fun that I've had.
That's hot.
Y'all be cruising.
For most of the like bull stuff that I do is like friends, girlfriends, just be smashing.
Hold on. So Austin, your old lady just texted me that she would also like to know when Ryan is in New Orleans.
I'm down for that.
Listen, y'all, because we can go on.
What kind of show is this?
No. Time out. We gotta get it right here, right now. Listen, we can. I would love to have y'all back on as guests for another fucking episode, definitely. But we about to cut this shit right now, cause let's do it. I'm going to thank you all. Thank you both for joining me this evening. It has been awesome and amazing. You are two beautiful men. Whew, two very beautiful men. And I'm gonna. Is she? I'm not about to play with y'all. I'm just not gonna do it. Good night, fellas. I am about to. I'm about to do my Wednesday read. She said what she said. Right. I'm just saying.
Oh yeah, send some pictures my way.
But I'm about to do my Wednesday read. My Wednesday read. My energy read. This episode was brought to y'all by Waist Love, Waist Beads, right? At Waist Love, WAISTLOVE. That's who I get all of my little waist beads from. Now, those waist beads are really authentic, and they are from Ghana and the Ivory Coast. Okay, so they are handmade African waist beads. And I got my little Africa ring. Check my shit from Waist Love as well. So go follow her and order y'all body adornment. She still see. I'm about to do this with y'all. I didn't hook some Negroes up this evening. I said some shit. Let me do this read. So we can go. Boom. This energetic read. This shit about to be freaky. Nah, I'm playing. Oh shit. All right, we got the King of Swords. We have the King of Swords. We also have the Eight of Cups. Right? The Eight of Cups. And we have the Fool in reverse. Now I realize that Mercury is in retrograde right now. Right? Mercury is in retrograde. Maybe that's where all this miscommunication regarding black women in bonnets and not minding the business that motherfucking page you come from. Right? Maybe that's where all this confusion is coming in at. The King of Swords and the Eight of Cups just reminds us to keep on keeping on. We can't worry about the shit we think we missing, right? We gotta worry about what's right there in front of us. Okay? And if what's right there in front of us is not enough, step out on blind faith. Step out on blind faith and just trust the process. Trust your purpose. Trust your destiny, right? Shit gets lost in communication. Shit gets lost when we start doubting ourselves. We start questioning ourselves when we feed into other people's bullshit ass hype about who the fuck we ain't, right? Things get lost in translation. We get a little down on ourselves, and we pick up this imposter syndrome. And if no one else tells you, let Queenie tell you, you are enough just the way you are. God saw fit for you to wake up today and bless this earth with your presence and learn your lessons and move people in ways that you don't even realize the impact you have on people. Okay? God saw fit for you to be here. Don't take that for granted. Do the work. And we're doing that work one day at a time. Okay? We didn't wake up and become this way overnight. So the person that we want to become, the changes that we want to make is not going to come overnight. Okay? Get it out your mind that you just have to be this all knowing, all loving, all being, all doing purpose person. You don't. Okay? Step your ass out off that damn cliff, jump off the motherfucking porch, okay? And handle your business, all right? Tonight has been great. I'm going to see y'all next Wednesday. Same damn time, same damn place. I don't even know what the fuck we're going to be talking about yet. But